Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video clicking on, my name is Katie and I make videos every single week. And today's video is going to be a tutorial on this really pretty, kind of like big, I want to say like Texas hair, I guess. I don't know. I mean, obviously Texas hair is more like that, but this is kind of like my version and what I feel comfortable in. But I love curling my hair like this. This is what I've been doing this past month, to be honest, and I just think it looks so pretty. And so I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys some tips and tricks that I have learned along the way of curling my hair. Since I do have naturally curly hair, I have to do a little bit extra to make it look curly and like a natural curl. That makes any sense. So I'll go ahead and get to that in the video. But I want to just shout out this curling wand. This is from FOXYBAE. Or FOXYBAE, and this is not sponsored or anything. I bought this off HoteLook, but I have been looking for kind of like a titanium curling wand, and I think this one is amazing. I've only used it one time. This is my first day, but honestly, I love the results. My hair isn't frizzy. It isn't like hard or anything. I don't know, if you guys have used a lot of curling irons, sometimes my hair doesn't like react that well to them. My hair reacted really well to this one, so I really like it. But let's go ahead and get this video before I start yammering too much, and yeah, let's go. Alright, so as you guys know, this is my natural curly hair. This is probably day 3, I think, so it's a little more flat and a little more greasy, so that's why I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to style it. But I typically like to leave my hair as natural as possible until it starts getting to that day 2 or day 3 where it's starting to look like it has no life. That's whenever I use some heat to bring it back to life. But I don't like to wash my hair that often because it is really frizzy and I want to not put it through that as much as possible. So today I will be showing you how I get my big voluminous curls. I love this look so much. So this is going to be my very first time using this curling iron. I got this off HoteLook. It was half off and I've been looking for a curling iron like this. I was like, I'll just go ahead and buy it. So this is my first time using it, but I have been doing this technique with my other curling irons and it looks so pretty. So I guess I'll go ahead and test out this in a video today. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just take a normal brush, mine is disgusting looking, and just kind of comb through your hair. All right, this is my big poofy curly hair. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just use a heat guard. One of my favorite ones is the Tresemme heat protectant. I don't have that because I used it up, and this is a little travel size that I have left in my little collection. So this is the She 44 Iron Guard. You can honestly use whatever you like, but this is the one that I have on hand, and it is pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and just spray our hair from roots to tip, and this is basically just going to protect it from getting a lot of heat on the hair. Try to damage it as least as possible, but I mean, every time you put heat on your hair, you are damaging your hair. So just to kind of protect it just a little bit. Right, and so since my hair is kind of like that 2 to 3 day, I'm pretty sure it's 3 days since I washed it, but I can't remember to be honest. Since it is 2 or 3 days old, I'm gonna go ahead and put some dry shampoo in my roots, just so that way as I'm curling my bottom pieces, this can kind of start working in my hair. So this is probably one of my favorite drugstore finds. This is the Pantene Dry Shampoo. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like gross or anything. I've definitely had some that smell like really, really bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some of this through my hair. It honestly smells like you just washed your hair. That's probably like my #1 thing that I love about this is the scent. It smells amazing. And there's a mirror right here, so that's why I keep looking down, so I'm sorry, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work that through my roots a little bit and make it. So now we're just gonna go ahead and section off the hair. I normally section off from my ear down, and then I just kind of pin it up. I don't know how some beauty people, like I'm not a guru or anything, but I don't know how those people like can look so cute when they put their hair up even when they're curling it. Like that don't work for me. I don't know what it is. I just look like, I feel like a Teletubby or something. Alright, so I have a tip for you guys if you have curly hair like I do. So I used to always only just curl my hair with a curling iron, and now I have started to use a straightener alongside my curling iron, and this has really helped me because I can get super close to my roots right here, and it's gonna look straight and then go into a curl instead of kind of still having your natural curly hair and then a curl. It just makes it look a little more put together and just makes it look like your hair is naturally curly the way you want it curled instead of like, oh, you curled your hair, if that makes any sense. So what I do is just comb through my hair one more time, and I just kind of straighten the pieces right from where my part is starting to probably to here. So probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And I just straighten just right to there. Basically what you want to do is whenever you have the piece in your hand, instead of taking the curling iron and keeping the hair flat, like see how this is and how I'm keeping it flat, I kind of allow my hair to just do whatever it's doing and kind of get twisted into a knot, if that makes any sense. So you see I'm kind of like twisting it as I'm going around the barrel. This is gonna help give it a little bit more, I would say like looseness. It's not gonna look as like curly Q, it's gonna look a little bit more wavy. So again, instead of curling it, like having it flat and coming it straight across so it keeps getting bigger and bigger, you're gonna wanna take it and just kind of let your hand twist the hair into like little knots. I hope that's making sense, but I found that that definitely does make a difference. I used to always curl my hair just like big waves, and I've kind of found that doing it the spiral way a little bit, of allowing your hand to just kind of do whatever it's doing, makes it a little more loose and beachy and just looks a little more pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this throughout my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up, but whenever I get to the point where I'm showing you guys something different, I'll go ahead and stop and talk to you guys, but basically just keep curling it away from your face. So let's go. Next step is to take a piece of hair probably like 1 inch from your ear, and then that's where I make my second part. And I'm gonna start curling the hair that is underneath that. So basically everything that you are curling now, you wanna make sure that you tease before you curl it. So this is just gonna allow you to have some of the extra volume and body. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of comb through it a little bit. And I have been loving using this, what is it called? It's from ORIBE. I have fallen in love with their hair care line. It is a little more expensive, but it's honestly amazing. So this is the ORIBE Dry Texturing Spray. It just looks like this. It looks like really pretty packaging. And this honestly makes it so much easier to texturize your hair and to kind of tease it. It really allows everything to hold. So I just spray it in, and then I kind of just like work my fingers. And then I kind of just like work the product into my hair. And again, go ahead and straighten that piece really quickly. All right, so I want to tease this section before I start curling my hair. So I'm just taking this Conair little teasing comb, and I'm gonna just start teasing upward into my scalp. And it looks crazy, I know, it looks like it's like a rat tail and you're like, what the heck are you doing? But it really does make a difference for the volume part. So now just go ahead and take this piece, and like I was saying before, just wrap it around. Don't worry about making it perfect. Okay, so now this piece is kind of just gonna stick out of your head, and just leave it alone. I know it might drive you crazy. If you are somebody that is like me, that is like OCD kind of, this is gonna drive you crazy, but just leave it alone. So now we're gonna go ahead and go on to the other side of the hair. Alright, so now we're at the top layer. So this is where our kind of bangs hit and everything. And this is the section where people are gonna see your actual front hairs. So what you're gonna do is, I typically like to still keep it in 2 sections. And we're gonna basically do the exact same techniques, except we're not gonna tease from the very front section. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I am talking about. So again, just straighten these front pieces. Now this is a section, like I said, that people are gonna see. So you wanna make sure that this section looks as smooth as possible. So just taking the hair, again, taking the styling spray, spray it through your hair, and I'm only spraying it on the very bottom of the hair. So that way this front section is still smooth, but the bottom is gonna have some grit and some body to it. So just again, tease, but I'm only teasing from the back part. So I'm taking it here and pulling down, taking it here and pulling down. All right, so it's gonna look crazy like that. And then we're just gonna go ahead and start to curl this section. For some reason my camera stopped working for that clip, so basically all I did was curl it the exact same way, and I kind of let my hair cool. So this is what my hair looks like right now. It's kind of just big and poofy, and it looks pretty like this if you want to keep it like this, but I personally like to have the curls a little bit more messy. So what I'm gonna do, since my hair is cooled, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like run my fingers through my hair. And this is just gonna release the curls and let it get a little more bouncy. Just makes the curls a little less perfect and a little bit more messy and kind of just like lived in. All right, so now since we have this like looking a little bit better, then I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of massage the front sections of my hair and the back. And if you need to tease any extra spots, just take your kind of teasing comb and just tease it. I typically find that this very back section, kind of like where my part starts, I do need a little more volume, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tease this section and then just kind of like fan it out. But you're basically just gonna keep messing with it until you kind of get the desired look that you like. And typically I have to tease my bangs probably about 2 to 3 times to get them to like their perfect swoopiness. All right, so now that our hair is cooled and looking perfect and you have it in the way you want it, now all you're gonna need to do is just spray it with some hairspray. And again, I've been using this ORIBE Freestyler working hairspray. Now, if you have like a drugstore alternative that you love, then go ahead and use that. But I've just been using this and I've really been loving it. I find that it really lets my hair set. But it doesn't make it look like over crunchy or anything. I don't know, I just really like it. Alright, so that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to just shout out this curling iron for a second. This is the FOXYBAE curling wand. It's a 1-inch. And I basically bought it because it said it was a titanium curling wand. And I have just been using the Hot Tools curling irons forever. And I found that my hair really never looked pretty. It kind of just looked really poofy. And this has definitely made my hair look more shiny. It has given it a lot more body to the curl, and it's less like frizzy. So I really like it. It's my first time using it again. I bought it by myself, but I just wanted to shout that out because it was honestly really good. So yeah, make sure you leave any comments down below of video ideas that you guys want to see. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.